One take, one take. This is NBA One Take featuring yours truly, Pretty Boy Lakers. This is NBA One Take for your head. NBA One Take for your brain. Coming to you live from my home. This is NBA One Take, April 9th, 2025. Three games for me in the docket as well as something I've been watching. Uh, the first game, listen, my Lakers, we took a big loss right now. Against OKC Thunder. We smashed them last time. This game was close, and going into the fourth quarter, and then Luka Doncic, the one, was ejected after looking at a fan and saying something towards a fan, and the official thought it was him. Like, what the fuck? I don't want to say, oh yeah, Luka complains. Yeah, I always said we know he complains about things, but we know he gets it in with fans. We know that. So the referee got a quick whistle. He already had a tech, and people are trying to blame Luka, trying to blame the official. But it's unfortunate. How I saw it was, uh, this is a game we could have won, and then we'd have beat them back to back, and that right there would have played in the psyche with them. Would have possibly a potential we may face them in the conference finals if we stay at third seed, if we could get there, or if they get there, or a possible second round matchup if we go down and we the fourth or fifth spot with an opportunity to play them in the second round. So I'm a little. I this gets like this, and I mean, as a fan, I want the players to stay in the court. And I'm not the one that you don't. If you saw my videos, I don't criticize the officials and all this other stuff. I'm a guy that you play the game or you play it a certain way. Yeah, there's points in the game where things get a little crazy, but you don't see me talk about refs and do the complaining people do online. People do outside the street or say stuff. Yeah, I'm like, yo, listen, man, you play it, whatever. I've seen what the officials done personally. I've seen how they officiated and do certain things. So you got some officials is good and some not so well in certain things. But yeah, we took a big loss here. We took a big loss because they pulled away in the fourth. Winning 136, 120. LeBron had 28. Luka he had 23 before he was ejected. Austin Reeves finished with 24. It was a high scoring game. A lot of times we was lashing on defense and everything else like that. But OKC Thunder, my MVP, that is Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He had 42. He was slicing and dicing, doing things. Jalen Williams had 26, playing well, and Lou Dort defensively was really, really good on Luka. He finished with 17. So what that says. The next game it's going to be emotional. Luka's going to return to Dallas. We'll see about that. That's going to be a big time game. So we're going to see. All right, and the next game of the night is the Milwaukee Bucks defeating the Minnesota Timberwolves 110-103. The Bucks put a big comeback, led by Bobby Portis, who is back from suspension. He had 18 and 10. But Giannis Antetokounmpo, a triple-double, 23, 13, and 10. Doing a lot of playmaking I've been seeing, and that's good. Kevin Porter Jr. also had 21 off the bench in limited minutes. He's a guy with high talent and really playing well for this Bucks team. So we still don't know what's going on with Dame Lillard. Is he going to be available? I told you I know he's going to be out for the year. They're saying other things they don't know, but I'm saying he's out for the year. With that, the blood clot thing, that's a year. That's going to be the rest of the season. He'll be back next season. And then that says a lot about the Bucks' future. Because if no Dame, it's going to be a first round exit for them. So, all right, and Minnesota, Ant-Man Anthony Edwards had 25. Dante DiVincenzo off the bench was really, really good for them. He had 24. Nas Reeves was 17 as well off the bench. So Minnesota took a big loss there that jumps them down in the standings, which they don't want to be. They don't want to be in this play-in. They want to try to catch Memphis to get to that spot. So it's it is what it is with the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're playing playoff basketball now, and taking tough losses like that says a lot. All right, and the last game tonight is a really classic game between the New York Knicks and the Boston Celtics at Madison Square Garden. This was went into overtime. Uh, the Knicks was really, really awake for this game, and it's unfortunately that Kristaps Porzingis hit a logo three to really ice the game for them. Porzingis was a guy that was high hopes with the Knicks, being with them, and then being an All Star, and then it all fizzled out, and then he was moved. But yeah, man, it's tough for the Knicks taking this big loss here to Celtics teams. They needed to win. They needed to have some kind of thing going against the Celtics. But Jason Tatum had 32. Like I said, Porzingis, he had 34, and Drew Holiday with 16 for the Celtics. For the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns 34-14, Jalen Brunson 27-10 as he's working his way back, and Josh Hart a double-double with 10 points and 11 rebounds. Listen, the Knicks got to get things together, and they have to figure things out. I want to see more from the Knicks going into it, but I want to see more players playing as well as guys resting up a little bit. All right, something I saw, Star Wars Skeleton Crew. This is a Disney Plus exclusive with Jude Law, and it's some good. It's Star Wars. He's a pirate, and first foremost, it's like it's a bunch of kids. They're on this hidden planet, right? And they're just curious about things. It's just kid stuff, and they cross this ship, and then they exit the planet, and then they're in just journey, and then they approach Jude Law, who's a pirate, and he lies to them about being a Jedi, and there's just a lot. It's a fun series. It's fun. It may be a season two. We don't know. It is fun. It's good. You have kids watch it. It's really fun. I was skeptical at one point, but when I got through it, I was just really happy with what I saw. All right, this is NBA One Takes, but this is Pretty Boy Laker, and I'm out.